So she asked me, should I detail? For folks that aren't familiar with detection work, that means you're systematically pointing to where you want the dog to search. In the lack of a better term, it's micromanaging the dog's hunting behavior, right? Now, he has a very good pace of his detection. Some dogs want to fly and run. You did not do this. I'm just saying factors that contribute to the dog's behavior. A lot of times people will block the dog and not allow it to go forward. What does that do in the dog's mind? You become an adversary. It's almost like opposition reflex. The dogs want to get around you, right? The micromanagement of a detailed system, the dog heavily relies on you as well. So odor defies physics and logic. We all knew where it was, right? There was a point in time where you cut off the air conditioning, and it was just prior to the dog coming back in, and then the air conditioning kicking back on. So there was a point in time where the air was on, the training aid was put out, the air conditioning was shut off, which changes the particles, the plume, how the scent travels, and then the air conditioning kicked back on, fluffing all that plume wherever it decided to go, right? The fact that it's a known hide is important. The handler must be able to analyze the dog's behavior, the changes, and that's him getting odor. Like, I want a dog to be disobedient to odor, and it's gonna make sense from what I'm about to say, is that everything changed in the dog's environment. We know it's there. Where did you think he caught odor?
Like right on the cap.
He caught animal odor here. He's got an insecurity to dogs. This is where that puppy was training before. You see the behavior flatten out. It's not like a hunting behavior. The dog's sniffing and like freezing and being a little bit cautious. He didn't capture this the first couple rounds. If I had to guess, I would say the odor's traveling down this wall. The second lap that you made, he hit it, in my opinion, and starts really detailing. And you remember him detailing this? But your agenda was to get him downrange. This point in time, I would say, while he's investigating, let him investigate. That's the problem with known hides. When I do known hides a lot, I do not help the dog. So, just for shits and giggles, let him come into hunting behavior. And we're all creatures of habit. So eventually he comes in here, you get a little tighter to the corner. To use social pressure to make him glow on target. And right about here is what you're experiencing. He snaps back into it. He locks up on it like a pointer. You do a little moonwalk to give him space so you can analyze the behavior as well. He's feeding off all that social pressure, disengaging. He feels you moving behind him, but there's a point in time where he locks on source. That's what I would mark. Don't wait for that final. That could come later, but build that duration. Where I think you really need to tighten up final responses here. You weren't here for the explanation. Or maybe you were for the first dog. But what happens is we don't even put odor in there in the beginning. We create a vigilant behavior of putting him there. And he gets a lot of information, a lot of reward history by being there in the box.